Hello guys, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. Today concept is anomalous properties of second period element.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Ah,
Oh shit, where is it? So, 1 second, sir. Yeah, so what is a partial ionic character?
again,
Definition.
generally we are calling ionic bond means there is an interaction between cation and anionic species, right?
Yeah.
A partial ionic character means if the bond is highly polar, that we are saying ionic bond, partially ionic bond.
So, what's the relationship between partial ionic character and electronegativity difference?
If
There's like
electronegativity, listen, if electronegativity difference is more, ionic character is increases.
okay.
Yesterday I gave you percentages,
Yeah, sir.
electronegativity difference and percentage of ionic character.
Yeah, so that's what I didn't know. What's the relation between them?
Yes, electronegativity
Okay, got
difference
it.
increases, ionic character increases.
Okay.
Okay, see anomalous properties of second period element. The first property is diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship. See, when second period elements are arranged diagonally to third period element, the properties of elements are similar. Suppose second period element is so the second period element lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, enough. This is nitrogen also non-mandatory. Magnesium, sorry, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon. So here properties of lithium are similar to magnesium, beryllium properties similar to aluminum, boron properties similar to silicon. This is called diagonal relationship. See, properties of second period element similar to the elements of third period when elements are arranged diagonal to each other. This is applicable up to silicon only. Further, it is not applicable. So this is the first period group. Second group. Okay. Second group. So this relation is called diagonal relationship. Why these are showing diagonal relationship is this both elements having same charge by radius ratio value because of same value of charge by radius. Because of this reason, these elements maintain some similar properties. That's called diagonal relationship. Okay, first of all, write this one. Second period elements and third period elements. So like this arrow marks.
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir, so lithium shows more similar properties to magnesium than sodium.
Not more, few properties.
Okay.
Now, right, what is diagonal relationship?
So what's after radius?
Radius ratio. Radius ratio. Charge by radius ratio. Okay. Completed first one.
Yes, sir.
Next one is multiple bonds. See, few second period elements can form multiple bonds. Suppose carbon atom can form double bond or triple bond with the same element, or it can form double bond with oxygen, nitrogen, and it can form triple bond with nitrogen. So this is called a multiple bond. This multiple bond formation is only because of small size and high electronegativity of elements. They can form multiple bonds. Some elements in second period can form multiple bonds. With the same element, same atom, element, or other element. This property is because of small size and high electronegativity. Small size and high electronegativity. Corresponding group element. See, suppose 14th group elements, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. In these elements, carbon only having the smallest size and high electronegative element, carbon. So carbon can form multiple bonds. With the same element, can form C double bond C, C triple bond C. And carbon can form double bond or triple bond with nitrogen, double bond with oxygen, triple bond with nitrogen. And oxygen can form double bond with same element. Nitrogen can form triple bond with same element. It can form double bond also. Even N double bond also possible. So mostly carbon, nitrogen, oxygen involves in formation of multiple bonds. This is the reason, due to high electronegativity and small size in their corresponding group elements.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, in such bonding, the valency will not be fulfilled.
Valency will fulfill. Yes, it will become. It will fulfill. See, carbon forming double bond. Remaining two bonds are single bonds with other two atoms. Here three bonds and other are single atoms.
So,
By
sir,
formation of covalent bond only, their valency become fulfilled. Tell me.
so then what about NO gas and NO2 gas?
Yes, possible. I wrote only
Sir,
NO. NO2 is this. NO gas is this. Nitrogen carries still lone pair.
okay, sir.
Okay, next. Third one, covalency. See here, elements which belongs to second period, those cannot expand its covalency more than 4 because of unavailability of d orbital. Suppose you select any second period element, it having only 2 shells, maximum is 2 shells. Second shell electronic configuration is maximum is 2s2 2p 6. So possible orbital 1 and here 3. Only 4 boxes are there. Means it can form maximum 4 bonds. It cannot exceed the element which belongs to second period. Its covalency does not exceed more than 4. Suppose if we go for downside element, suppose oxygen, sulfur, selenium is there. Sulfur, it can expand its covalency more than 4. Suppose in H2SO4 formula, sulfur can form total 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. SF6, sulfur is forming 6 bonds with fluorine. But oxygen, H2O, only 2 bonds. And maximum is 4 bonds. That also sometimes not possible. If it is involved in hydrogen bonding or donating its lone pair of electron to H plus, it forms 1 more bond. Maximum is only 4. Why it is only 4 means? In third shell, there is no availability of d orbital. That's why it cannot expand its covalency more than 4. That is also because of these 4 orbitals only. 2s and 2p orbitals. It totally is 4. It can form maximum 4 bonds. Anything doubt here? About covalency. This question you have to read nearly 7 or 10 times. You have to read the same question in a different chapter. In inorganic chemistry, the same concept will come in 13th group, 14, 15, 16, up to 18th group also it will come. Because second group element having only 2s, 2p orbitals, overall 4 orbitals only. That's what it can expand its covalency maximum 4. Maximum is only 4. Not exceeds more than 4. Element belongs to second period. Maximum can form 4 bonds. Due to unavailability of d orbital, in valence shell, those elements cannot expand its covalency more than 4.
Sir, so covalency is the number of bonds an element
Yeah.
can form?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Finally, here anomalous properties of second period elements is due to first one, small size, high electronegativity, unavailability of d orbital, higher charge by radius ratio.
So what's the last one?
Higher charge by radius ratio. Higher charge by radius ratio.
Ma.
Completed? Okay, completed. Next one. Summary of trends. Summary of trends. The periodic properties of elements. Here, draw roughly periodic table.
So shall we draw that?
No, just rough diagram you take. If you want, take only rough diagram, not this much big also. Small is enough. It's enough. First one, atomic radius, how it varies in groups and periods.
From left to right in the period, it decreases.
Yes. So from top to down, atomic radius is increasing. So I am showing arrow mark down. So arrow is down, means increasing. This is atomic radius. Here,
Left to right decreases.
yes, left to right decreases. So this arrow mark. Arrow is the right side. Atomic radius. Atomic radii or ionic radii, both are same. But ionic radii we are only studying in groups. Here we are studying atomic radius or atomic size. Okay. Next one, ionization enthalpy. Down the group, ionization enthalpy decreases. So arrow mark is project upwards. Ionization energy. Is there any confusion here? Ionic energy. Next. Electron gain enthalpy also down the group decreases. Electron gain enthalpy. Electron negativity also down the group decreases. Electronegativity. So ionization enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy, electronegativity, all are increasing left to right. Electronegativity. Also metallic character also down the group increases. Metallic character. Get completed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I will ask you a few questions. Answer this. Okay, this is a fill in the blanks type. The first question is to Anirudh. Anirudh,
Yes, sir.
listen question. S and P block elements are collectively called dash elements. What is the answer? S and P block elements are collectively called. Ananya, what is the answer?
So,
Sir,
Tell me. Collectively
sir,
called as?
sir, could I try?
Okay.
Representative elements. or
Yes,
something.
very good. Representative element, correct. The next question. Next question to Bhargav.
Yes, sir.
The general outer shell electronic configuration of D block elements is D block element general valence shell electronic configuration is.
Sir, n-1 D 1 to 10, ns to 0 to 2, where
Very
n
good.
is equal to 4 to 7.
Yes, correct. Next question to Keshav.
Yes, sir.
All the lanthanides and actinides belongs to group dash
Third,
of the
sir.
periodic table. Very good. Third group. Next question to Asmi. Listen question. The chemical name and symbol of the atom with atomic number 112 are. Atomic number is 112. What is the name of element and its symbol?
So
Sir, is it recommended name or?
Tell me whatever you know.
sir, so the recommended name.
Tell me recommended name.
Sir, the recommended name is Ananviyam, I think.
Yes, correct. What is symbol?
UUB.
Okay,
I think, yeah. Is it correct?
correct.
Okay.
That is IUPAC.
We like run the IUPAC names also.
Its another name is
Official
Copernicium.
name.
Official
Okay.
name is Copernicium.
Okay.
And
sir.
symbol is CN.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Should we
then-
by heart those names, sir? IUPAC official names.
So you need to learn both. Up to
Okay.
112, 112 not. I gave up to 118
One-
now. You
yeah,
need to
one
learn all
above
18 elements. Yes, after
Okay.
100 you need to learn all elements.
Okay.
Okay, next question. Nagabhushan.
Yes, sir.
Present question.
Okay, sir.
The electronic configuration of the element with atomic number 58 is. Okay, I don't ask you what is the electronic configuration of 58, and it belongs to dash block element. Atomic number is 58, which belongs to dash.
58. Sir, I think it is in D block element, sir, because it's noble gas plus 4.
Noble gas is 56, right? Sorry, 54. Yes, correct.
Yes, sir.
50. Wait. 54 is noble gas.
Yes, sir.
55
is
56?
yes block element. 56 is yes block element.
Yes, okay.
Okay, sir. 58 element is lanthanide, F block element.
Very good. Yes, you are correct. 57 is D block. 58 is F block. It belongs to lanthanide family. Correct. Next question. Next question to Aryan Ganesh.
Yes, sir.
Listen, energy released when an electron is added to a neutral gaseous atom is called the dash of the atom.
Electron gain enthalpy.
Yes, correct. Electron gain enthalpy. Okay, then next question to Nirmala.
Anavadya, sir.
What? Anavadya.
Yeah.
Your name is that? Or surname?
Yeah. My name is Anavadya.
Okay. Listen question.
Okay.
The first ionization enthalpy of oxygen is dash, then that of nitrogen, and second ionization enthalpy of nitrogen is dash, then that of oxygen.
So could you repeat it?
First
I didn't get-
ionization enthalpy of oxygen dash, then nitrogen, first ionization potential of oxygen dash, then nitrogen, second ionization potential of nitrogen dash, then oxygen. So answer this and this.
So is it like greater or?
Yeah, greater than the lower unit. Greater than or less than.
Okay. Sir, oxygen is greater than nitrogen.
First one?
Yeah.
No, it's wrong.
Oh no. For the second one, nitrogen is lesser than oxygen.
First option is this is correct. First
Okay.
ionization potential of oxygen is less than nitrogen.
Okay.
Next, second ionization potential of nitrogen dash, than oxygen. Second IP.
Second.
This is also less than.
Less. Yeah.
See,
Okay.
you know why nitrogen having higher ionization enthalpy than oxygen? Anybody can tell reason? Why here?
Impaired electronic repulsion.
Electron repulsion.
No. We are talking about
Small
ionization
size
potential.
oxygen.
Smaller size.
Ionization
Smaller size of
enthalpy
oxygen.
increases,
No.
from left to right.
Generally, left to right ionization potential increases, but here is the exception. Oxygen and nitrogen. Means here nitrogen first, oxygen, but nitrogen only having the highest value than nitrogen having higher than oxygen. Reason is nitrogen having half-filled electronic configuration,
Oh
right?
yes, sir. That was an
Oh, yeah,
exception case. Yeah.
Half-filled configuration. Okay, next, second IP. Second ionization potential, we need to remove second electron. From nitrogen, you're having half-filled configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. This is first IP. Because of first IP, you removed one electron. Here left only 2 electrons. Okay, right, electronic configuration of oxygen after first IP. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4 is initial oxygen electronic configuration. By losing one electron, it will get 2p3. Now, after losing one electron, oxygen configuration becomes half-filled. Nitrogen electronic configuration comes under partially filled. That's what second electron ionization enthalpy, nitrogen having lower than oxygen. Now, oxygen having very bigger value. After losing one electron, oxygen configuration becomes half-filled. That's what second electron gain enthalpy is, oxygen having higher than nitrogen. So here comes less, here also comes less. Just to change the nitrogen position here, oxygen position here. Any doubt here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
One more point. We know sodium having low ionization potential because it belongs to S block. Sodium configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Sodium configuration. We want Na plus. We are removing one electron. So it's easy. Removing of first electron is easy in sodium. Now, is it possible to get easily sodium 2 plus?
No.
Difficult, because after losing one electron, its configuration becomes neon electronic configuration, noble gas configuration. This is a highly stable configuration. That's what second electron gain enthalpy very much high. Same we applied in case of oxygen also. Oxygen is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. O plus. Yes, we can remove one electron easily. 2p3. But removing of second electron is most difficult because 1s2, 2s2, 2p3 here off-filled electronic configuration is there. That's what here ionization enthalpy is very much high. Second IP is very much high. Same, this reason only we applied there. Okay, listen, next question. With this question to Ananya.
Yes, sir.
Elements having 3 incomplete outermost subcells are called. Elements having 3 incomplete outermost subshells are called.
Sir, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat the question?
Listen once again. Elements having 3 incomplete outermost shells are called.
Sir, could you repeat? Your voice is breaking.
In which element 3 valency shells are incompletely filled?
Sir, so you're asking the group number?
No, that is one family of elements, not group number, not simple group. In which block element
Sir,
3 subshells are incompletely filled?
So
Block.
Which block? We have 4 options: S, P, D, F.
yeah, F block.
Sure. Correct. S block. Sorry, F block. S and P block having only one incompletely filled. So that's only we are calling
It's
valency shell. S and P having only one subshell is incompletely filled. D having two subshells incompletely filled. F having 3. That's only we are writing
F is right, no, sir?
n minus 2F,
Your
0
voice
to
is
14, n minus 1.
Sir, your voice
Tell
is
me.
breaking. Your voice is breaking.
Even the video, I mean, it's freezing in between.
Same here, sir.
Am I audible clearly now?
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir.
better.
In S and P block, only one subshell is incompletely filled. D orbital, 2 subshells are incompletely filled. In F orbital, 3 subshells are incompletely filled. Those only we are writing n minus 2 F 0 to 14, n minus 1 D 0 to 1, ns 2. This is valency shell. Penultimate shell, anti-penultimate shell. Here 3 shells are incompletely filled. In d orbital, only 2 shells. N minus 1 D. This is valency shell and penultimate shell. In S&P, only valency shell. N shell. Okay, next question. Risha,
Yes, sir.
listen question.
Sir.
Among the halogens, the element having the most negative electron gain enthalpy is. Among the halogens, the most electron negative element.
Chlorine.
Fluorine, bromine, iodine. Out of this, which element having the highest electron negativity?
Chlorine.
Fluorine. Good. Very good. This electron negativity. Electron gain enthalpy?
Sir,
Chlorine.
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 Chlorine. Very good.
Chlorine.
Electron gain enthalpy highest for chlorine atom. Right. Next question. Keshav,
Yes, sir.
the cation is dash and the anion is dash than the atom. You
Sir,
need to
the
say
cation
size.
is smaller than the atom and anion
Ah.
is bigger than the atom.
Very good. Yes, correct answer. Cation is smaller and anion is bigger than atom. Okay. Nagabhushanam.
Yes, sir.
Question is, an isoelectronic species having a larger size than Cl minus is.
Sir, can you repeat the question again?
An isoelectronic species having larger size than Cl minus. Tell me one element. It must be isoelectronic with chlorine, Cl minus. And that should have higher size than Cl minus.
Sir, can I try?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Calcium anion. Cation.
Calcium cation, Ca2 plus you are saying, right? Okay. Calcium 2 plus is
Sir.
isoelectronic, but it's having small size. I am asking bigger than this.
Is it
Iodine
K?
minus.
Which one?
Iodine minus.
No. Iodine, where? How it is isoelectronic? It is having,
Sulfur 2 minus.
very good. Sulfur 2 minus. This is the correct answer. Sulfur 2 minus. Otherwise, you may say phosphorus 3 minus. These all are isoelectronic. This is having bigger size. Okay, next. These are true or false type. Listen question. The electron gain enthalpy of oxygen is more negative than that of sulfur.
Sir, can you repeat?
False. It's false.
The electron gain enthalpy of oxygen is more negative than that of sulfur.
False.
True or false?
False.
False. False.
Risha.
False.
Sir.
Yes. False. The next question to Bhargav.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I think you don't know this. The element with atomic number 32 is a p block element. Yes, you can answer. Try this. Element with atomic number 32 is a p block element.
So I'm unable to hear you.
Sir, it's true.
Element with atomic number 32 is p block element.
So it's true.
Yes, true. Next question to Anirudh.
Yes.
The first ionization enthalpy of magnesium is higher than that of aluminium.
So could you repeat?
First ionization enthalpy of magnesium greater than aluminium.
Sir, true.
Yes, correct. True. Next question. Anavadya.
Yes, sir.
Isoelectronic species have the same nuclear charge.
Sir, your voice is breaking. Can you please repeat the question again?
Isoelectronic species have the same nuclear charge. What are isoelectronic species?
Elements having same number of electrons but different nucleus.
Sir,
It's false.
sir,
Tell me.
it does not have the same nuclear charge.
Yes, very good. So here option is given same nuclear charge. So true or false?
It's false.
Yes. Correct. Okay. Next question to Ananya.
Yes, sir.
The third ionization enthalpy of calcium is very high. Third ionization enthalpy of calcium is very high.
It is positive, so I think true.
So ionization enthalpy, all are positive, only first, second, third, all are positive. So third ionization enthalpy of calcium is very high. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. Yes. You can remove first electron easily, second electron also easily because valence is 4s2. After losing 2 electrons, calcium Ca plus 2, losing 2 electrons. This is electronic configuration similar to argon, noble gas. So removing of third electron is much difficult.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, true. IPV is very much high for third IP. Okay, this is carefully listen question. Nagabhushnam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you know what is oxidation and what is reduction?
Sir?
Oxidation and reduction.
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen question. The oxidizing power of halogens decreases from fluorine to iodine. Oxidizing power of halogen
Yes, sir.
decreases from fluorine to iodine.
Sir, I think due to nuclear charge and smaller atomic size, this happens.
Yeah, that's only. And mostly you need to consider electron negativity also. So
Yes,
oxidizing power of halogens decreases from fluorine to iodine. It is true or false?
Sir, it is true because electronegativity decreases as well as atomic size and nuclear charge. So the attracting power of gaining electron is decreases.
Very good. That's the reason. So fluorine is acting as a good oxidizing agent than iodine. So that oxidizing property down the group decreases. Correct. Next question to Trisha.
Yes, sir.
Yes, do you have idea about oxidation and reduction? Okay, listen. Reducing power of alkali metals increases from lithium to cesium. Reducing power.
Could you repeat the
Increases from lithium to cesium.
Sir, I think it's false.
First of all, listen, what is reducing power?
It is true, sir, because down the group electropositivity
Increases. Okay, reducing power means tendency to lose electrons. Reducing power means tendency to lose electrons. So lithium to cesium, okay, electropositivity increases, size of atom increases, and electron gain enthalpy or ionization enthalpy decreases. So according to that, tendency to lose electron increases. So reducing power also increases. In a halogen, these elements have more tendency to gain electron. Tendency to lose electron we are calling reducing power. Tendency to gain electron we are calling oxidizing power. So oxidizing power from fluorine to iodine decreases. Fluorine having highest tendency to oxidize any other substance. Iodine having less tendency to oxidize other substance. If you want to note down this in note point. Reducing power in bracket, tendency to lose electron. Note down this. Lithium to cesium, reducing power increases. Tendency to gain electron is called oxidizing power. Fluorine to iodine, oxidizing power decreases. Okay, completed that point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen next
Yes.
question.
yes?
Keshav,
Yes, sir.
out of P3 minus, S2 minus, Cl minus,
Sir. Minus.
out of P3 minus, S2 minus, Cl minus, Cl minus is smallest size.
Cl.
Out of these three species, Cl minus is smallest size. True or false?
True, sir.
Correct. Those are isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species size increases with increase of magnitude of negative charge. So this having smallest negative. So this having small size, this having bigger size.
Yes, sir.
Next, Ananya.
Yes, sir.
The first ionization enthalpy of phosphorus is lower than that of sulfur.
So, true.
First IP. Phosphorus less than sulfur. True or false?
So, true.
Okay. Listen. Phosphorus, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. This is the 15th group element. Sulfur is 16th group element. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. So we are comparing these two elements. So ionization enthalpy of nitrogen and oxygen. Which one having higher value? Compare nitrogen and oxygen. Which having highest?
Nitrogen, because it is half filled. So, it is stable.
So nitrogen having higher. Yes, the same trend followed in their respective groups also. So phosphorus greater than sulfur. But here phosphorus given less than sulfur. So this is the false. Ask me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boron is diagonally related to magnesium. Boron is diagonally related to magnesium.
False.
False. So what is the correct statement?
So, magnesium is diagonally related to lithium.
Yes, correct. Magnesium and lithium diagonal. Boron and silicon are
Silicon.
diagonal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen question. Bhargav,
Yes, sir.
the element with outer electronic configuration is 6d2 7s2 is a d block element.
It again.
The element with outer electronic configuration is 6d2 7s2 is a d block element.
Sir, I think it's false.
6d2 7s2. Okay, 6d2 7s2 element belongs to d block. Look here, 7s2
Right.
means it comes under second group element, 7th period. Okay, fine. Second period element, second group. Only this 7s2 refers second group, 7th period. And if it is 6d1, that belongs to D block. If electron is going into 6d2 means that goes to F block element. Correct. It is F block.
block. It's false.
False.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, correction, sir. Sir, actually this belongs to D block, sir.
What?
Sir, this element which you have written on the board belongs to D block, sir.
No, that is F block element.
No,
Okay.
sir.
No. You are saying the last electron is entering into d orbital, so that's what it is, D block element, right?
No, sir. The general form of the F block element is n minus 2 d, sorry, n minus 2 F 1 to 14,
Yes.
n minus 1 d 0 to 1, no, sir.
Yes, you are correct. D 0 to
0 to
1.
1.
So d orbital is, it can able to carry only one electron, but here given 2 electron means that electron is jumping into 5f1. So this is actually electronic configuration is wrong. Here should come 1 and next electron is going into 5f1. So that one we have to count 6d2 given, right?
Yes, sir.
7s2, that's what I said here. 7s2 belongs to second group and 7th period. 7s2.
Yes, sir.
And element atomic number also 86 plus 2. 88. Up to here 88.
Yes, sir.
89th element is D block.
Yes, sir. D block.
That is actinium. D block. But this next element here D2 we have 90. Yes. 86 is noble gas configuration. After 4 electrons we have means 86 plus 4. Atomic number is going to 90.
Yes,
After
sir.
89, all elements are comes under F block.
Yes, sir.
So here given electronic configuration is there. So that's what we have to correct this electronic configuration.
So how is it 86
5F1,
plus 4?
6D1, tell me. 7F.
How is it 86 plus 4?
86 is,
86 plus 4, the one you have written.
yeah, 86 plus 4, 90.
No, how is it 86 plus 4?
See, every period, each period starts filling with S block, S orbital, and ends with P orbital. Then here 7s2, 6d2. So electron is coming into 7s orbital means already 6 orbitals are complete, 6 shells are completely filled. Six shells are completely filled means sixth period last element is what? Sixth period last element. Helium is
Radon.
helium is second, neon third, argon 4, krypton 5, xenon 1, 2, 3, 5, radon is 6. So sixth period completely filled. Radon atomic number is 86. Then we need to add plus 4. 86 plus 4, 90. Atomic number is 90. So that element belongs to F block.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen this. Electronegativity decreases as the S character of the hybrid orbitals increases.
So could you repeat?
See, electronegativity decreases as the S character of the hybrid orbital increases. Yesterday I gave you hybrid orbital sp, sp2, sp3. So here we have to find out S character. Total is 100. Here only S1, P1. So S character is 50%. Here only S1, P2 is there. So 100 by 3. 33% is S character. Here total S1, P3, total 4. So 100 by 4, 25. So S character is here as 50%, here 33%, here 25%. The given statement is the electronegativity decreases with increase of percentage of S character in hybridized orbital. This is the statement. Electronegativity decreases with increase of S character in hybrid orbitals. So here, what is the electronegativity order? Which having high electronegativity, which orbital have low electronegativity?
SP has
Yes,
high.
high.
SP have high, SP3 have low. Means why SP orbital have high electronegativity means because of S character is highest. 50% S character is there. That's why it having high electronegativity. But statement is given what? Electronegativity decreases with increase of S character in hybridized orbital. So is this true or false?
False.
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 The correct statement is electronegativity increases.
So basically, they are directly proportional.
Yeah, with increase of S character in hybrid orbital.
Sir, so is there something like P character also?
No, P character no need to consider, only S character. Okay,
Yes,
sometimes
sir.
questions are, sometimes questions are twisting with a decrease of P character. With decrease of P character means obviously with increase of S character only. In MCQ questions doing like that. Okay, next question to Aryan.
Yes, sir.
Zinc is a P block element. Since
Sir?
zinc is a P block element, since last electron in it enters the 4s orbital. Zinc
Sir, false.
is P block element. Is it correct or wrong?
Sir, false.
False.
It's a D block element.
Very good. Zinc belongs to D block.
Because the last electron enters the D orbital.
Yeah. Okay. So this is MCQ question type. I will give you options also. Try to answer this. First question to Risha.
Yes, sir.
Listen. The element with atomic number 113 has recently been discovered. Its electronic configuration is similar to that of. So atomic number is 113. Its electronic configuration is similar to that of. Option A, silicon. Option B, gallium. Option C, bismuth. Option D, astatine. Newly discovered element is 113. Option is A is silicon, B is gallium, C is bismuth, D is astatine.
13.
Gallium.
Gallium, correct. Gallium belongs to 13th group, right?
Sir.
Boron, aluminum, gallium. So that
Yeah.
is also 13th group. This element is 113. Yes, both elements having similar valence shell electronic configuration. Next question. Nagabhushanam.
Yes,
Listen.
sir.
Which of the following remain unchanged on descending a group in the periodic table? Which of the following remains unchanged on descending a group in the periodic table? Option A, valency. Option B, atomic size. Option C, density. Option D, metallic character.
Valency.
Very good, valency. It is remains same for a particular group.
So what were the other options?
Valency. Valency remains same in a group, right?
The other options?
What?
It's okay, sir. Nothing.
Okay, then next question. To Anirudh.
Yes, sir.
Element with valency shell electronic configuration is n-1 d5 ns1 is placed in. n-1 d5 ns1 is placed in. Option A is first group S block. P block. Seven S block. Six D block. This is correct option. Element configuration is this one, n-1 d5 ns1. Which option is correct? This number refers group number.
Sir,
Which option?
option D, sir.
Yes, correct. It's a D block element. Okay, next question to Anavadya.
Yes, sir.
Which of the following species has the highest electron affinity? Once again, which of the following species has the highest electron affinity? Electron affinity, electron gain enthalpy, both are same. So first option is F minus. Option B is O. C is O minus. Option D is Na plus. As the highest negative electron gain enthalpy. Which of the following species has the highest negative electron gain enthalpy?
Sir, is it O minus?
O minus. How? Already it having one electron, right?
Sir, B.
Okay, B is correct. Charged species having almost positive value. So to add electron somewhat difficult. To this atom you can add easily. Its electron affinity is minus 141 kilojoule per. Already have O minus, no, incoming electron experiences more repulsions. Already we discussed yesterday this, having positive
Yes.
values. So this is the
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Next question to Aryan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The atom of smallest atomic radius among the following. So among the following, which is smallest, which element having smallest atomic radius? Option A, sodium. Option B, potassium. Option C, bromine. Option D, lithium.
Sir, lithium.
Lithium.
Bromine, is it bromine?
Bromine is non-metal, belongs to third group. Okay, of course it is a little confusion only. Okay. Sodium, lithium, sodium, potassium. Lithium having the smallest size out of this, and bromine is coming third group. So of course comparison is somewhat difficult only here. If they belongs to same period or same group, very easy to compare. Here lithium having the smallest size. We go for bromine, it belongs to
Fourth period.
fourth period. Of course, it's having somewhat bigger size. Correct one, lithium.
Oh, okay, sir. So when they're in different groups, we have to choose the one with the least period number.
What?
So when we get a question like this, like in different groups, which one do we like choose?
I think that type of questions we're rarely asking. If it is closer to the, somewhat better to identify. But if it is giving like this, means mostly won't come such type of questions in exam. Rare cases, and also giving such type of questions to extra marks also. They give like this type of question.
Oh.
Because it's unpredictable. If we know values, then only we can predict what is the size of lithium and bromine. Otherwise, we can't.
Yes, sir.
So if elements belongs to same group or same period, of course, side by side, it is possible to predict. Side by side also we can predict. Or belongs to same period also okay. Or same group also okay. When comparison here, lithium and here bromine comparison is very difficult. So such types of questions won't come in exam. Suppose if it comes, they will give you great marks.
Okay.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you guys. Tomorrow I will explain you very MCQ questions, previous year JEE questions and advanced questions also I will explain.
But tomorrow same time, right?
Yeah, same time. 3:45 to 5:15.
So these set of questions you asked, where can we go through them?
With this type of questions.
No, the questions which you asked till now.
Yeah.
Can we go through them? How do we go through them? Are these questions there somewhere?
Yes. I think tomorrow we are going to, sir will provide you material. In that material also available this type of question.
No, sir. The same questions you asked, the same questions. From
Same questions, no. Same questions.
Was randomly.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Pradeep series book.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So